Chapter 3. Later that week, supplies were running short, and it was time to make a trip to town. John, do you want to get supplies with me? Sure, it'll be good to take a day off and see what's happening in the rest of the valley. As they drive their wagon into town, they see groups of men gathered around talking in loud, angry voices. Something's up. What's going on? Haven't you heard, Tom? Tom, your good old friend, has gone and started up a gang, hiding under white bed sheets, while they terrorize the shanty towns. They're going to get themselves killed. They're going to get someone killed before this is over. They call themselves the Ku Klux Klan, a bunch of cowards, if you ask me, or they wouldn't hide under sheets. How do you know it is Tom if they disguise themselves? Because he was in the local watering hole boasting about it, answers one of the men. Pulaski, Tennessee will become a haven for all the bigots who hate the colored people, George adds. Greg can hardly believe his ears. He knew Tom was on the mean side, but surely he wouldn't go that far. I know him better than that. Secretly he feared it may be true. A vicious jerk on the reins startles the horses, propelling the wagon forward with a sudden lunge. The following morning, as the sun spreads a soft glow across the sky, Greg saddles up his horse and prepares for a ride to Tom's place. Leaving early in order to avoid involving John, he nudges his horse and sets off. He thinks of all the shenanigans he and Tom had pulled off in their teen years, but never had they done anything even close to what the town folks was accusing Tom of now. Maybe the gossips were wrong. As he approaches the cabin, he sees the boys out doing their chores. They were good boys, and he hoped they hadn't heard the rumors. Lily sees him through the kitchen window and moves out to the porch to greet him. She is unaware of the squabble, so she was sincere when she said, "Welcome, Greg. What brings you here so early in the day?" "I need to see your husband. Is he around?" "He's just now getting out of bed. He was out pretty late last night doing I don't know what. Probably hanging out at the watering hole in the town. It seems he's having a hard time getting back to civilian life." Showing up behind his wife, Tom grunts a hello. Not friendly, but not angry either. "Can we mosey out to the barn and get the chores done while we talk?" "Suits me." Shutting the doors behind him, Greg confronts Tom right off. "I heard in town that you were causing trouble with the colored folks in the shanty town. Is that true?" "I heard there was trouble down there, but it had nothing to do with me. Why is it your business anyways?" "I suppose it isn't, but we have been friends for a long time, and I'm worried you may be in trouble." "You used to be a tough guy who knew what he believed and stuck to it. Now you just seem to have a yellow streak down your back with this newfound attitude you have towards the blacks. I don't love them any more than you do, but I just can't see raising Cain down in shanty towns is right. They don't have any other place to go, and they ain't bothering anyone. Have it your way, but just leave me alone. You ain't my boss, and I'll do what I want. You could just leave if that's all you wanted." "Alright, but this isn't the end of it." With that, Greg mounts his horse and rides off. Greg decides to pay a visit down at the shanty town and finds for himself what was been going on. As he rides in, the colored folks rush to find shelter and cause, in case this whitey has plans to do him harm. What's up with you, cowards? I only want to talk." The elder of the group steps out and answers back, "Most of the blacks are scared. He will be slashed or worse," but Greg only moves closer, showing no signs of harm. "Tell me about these raids of your town. Has anyone been hurt? 6 riders wearing white sheets and pointing hats have been charging around here in the dead of night, shooting off their guns and shouting threats. To now, no one's been hurt, but if it don't stop someone, you'll get shot for sure. They got everybody scared to death. You Negroes have to remember who's in charge around here. Just because old Lincoln was stupid enough to free slaves doesn't mean you can't just take over. You need to remember your place in this world and we'll get along. Otherwise, I can't promise anything." Figuring he has made his point, he turns and rides off. The Negroes, still huddled together, are not sure what he wanted.